morning, I'm Audrey Gasoleno. Here's your morning rush. Today marks 1 year since a deadly shooting at an El Paso Walmart. 23 people were killed and 24 others wounded. A gunman opened fire in the store crowded with people back to school shopping. Authorities say the suspect traveled nearly 600 miles from his home in North Texas to target Hispanics. He faces dozens of state and federal charges. To remember the victims, there are private tours for victims' families at a museum exhibit of items from memorials, and residents are being asked to show support with online posts. A New Braunfels Marine is among the 8 killed in a training accident off the coast of California. Marines recovered the body of 20-year-old Lance Corporal Guillermo Perez. 15 Marines and 1 Navy sailor were on the amphibious assault vehicle Thursday when it sank near San Clemente Island. 8 Marines were rescued, but 1 later died and 2 are still in critical. The Bexar County Tax Office lobbies will be closed for the next 2 weeks because of the coronavirus. Officials say the tax office currently has several employees who have tested positive. They are now in quarantine, and the office lobbies will remain closed through August 16th. And what would you do if you saw a man without shoes walking on 100-degree asphalt? Well, Officer McCosh of the Schertz Police Department bought shoes for the homeless man that he spotted last weekend. Edward Wu caught the moment. The officer dropped off the shoes and posted it to Facebook. As for Officer McCosh, he said he was just doing his job.